So, again, I'm really proud of my team tonight. I'm proud of our defensive effort. Other than the last 2.5 minutes, I wasn't pleased with how we closed the game, and I'm disappointed letting them finish it on a 9-1 run. It was 66-44, but other than that, I'm really pleased and proud of our team. I hate it for Gabby Conley. I know she's having some stitches, and I hope she's going to be okay. That kid is a tremendous competitor, and I'm really, I'm disappointed. I know she wanted to play, and she means so much to them. So I hope she's okay. Joe got knocked in her head pretty good, and was able to play. Not that she had a typical Jordan night, but she didn't have 5 assists, no turnovers, and 5 steals. So proud of Myah running our team tonight. Did a great job of keeping us in what we're doing. We didn't come out and light it up in the first quarter. We were really bad actually in the first half. I think we shot 29%, and still we were able to have a 9-point lead. But I think you got to take your hat off to our defense. Really did a good job, and we forced 25 turnovers. And so you're playing hard. A good indicator for us if you're playing hard is if you're forcing turnovers. And we forced 25 tonight, and did a really good job, I thought, of taking some things away. Again, I was not pleased with how we closed the game. They had a bunch of dribble penetration, but Rickea, she's 3 out of 10 at halftime, goes 5 for 6 in the second half, 8 out of 10 at the free throw line, which she knows I'm really proud of our free throw shooting. And we had 1 turnover at halftime, so we took great care of the ball. That was one of the keys on the board, was taking care of the ball. We had 8 in the second half, and some of them were late, some of them weren't, but 15 steals is a big stat for us. So we're going to take it. I don't know what we are. What are we?
23.
20-3. So we're, you gotta take it. This week is a challenge. We have 3 games in 6 days, and 2 days between each game, and it's hard to find that. We can't. There's not really a day to take off and have 1 day of prep. You certainly aren't going to do that going to Tennessee. And then, we come back, and you got 2 days to get ready for an A&M. So we got 2 top 25s, and it's a real challenge this week with us having to do this, especially, again, a Monday game and then be on the road Thursday. So be a little bit of a challenge for this group, but, I know they'll be excited about going and playing on Thursday. They better be, because I know they're probably going to be ready for us, and should be a great game. So I'm excited to watch our kids play in that environment. It'll be very similar to the one we saw at South Carolina, I'm sure. And we'll have to go in there and play really well and execute against a really tall Tennessee team. It very much looks like a team of old. You guys weren't doing this, or maybe even in high school yet, but back in the day, that's what their teams were. They were just big and long and tall and athletic and physical, and this team has some of those characteristics. So we'll have to be ready to play. But proud of our kids, 20-3, and I don't know what are we in district?
81.
81. So really proud of that. Giving God the glory, and we'll move on to the next one.
We'll start with Ben, and then we'll go to Robbie and then Steve.
Myah, we talked after the Auburn game. Obviously, it wasn't the game you wanted. Came out tonight, only 2 turnovers, and you all only had 1 in the first half. What were you seeing from the point, and what did you guys do to maybe keep things in check, at least in terms of holding on to the ball tonight?
Right. Just having an attacking mindset. Even though 2 turnovers, that's not the best stat either. But I turned the ball over a lot in Auburn, and so my focus coming in this game was to be better and to learn from it. And so I think that's what I did. I still have a lot to work on, but I'm going to continue to watch film and continue to see what's open, just things like that. So.
Robbie.
This game resembled a lot of games that y'all played with Georgia over the last few years. In your mind, what's a Georgia-Mississippi State battle like? it sometimes the records don't indicate just how close this matchup is.
Yeah, well, first of all, a lot of respect for Joni. Just really think the world of her and her staff. I know how good they are. Tremendous preparation, and you got to know that going in, and then it just seems like our games are always just ugly. They can at times. I didn't think our game tonight was too ugly. We missed a ton of shots early. I mean, we missed some layups early. We weren't turning it over. We were getting some pretty good looks. I didn't think Rickea, of her 10 shots, only one of them I'd probably like to have back. But we missed a couple layups. Myah misses one at the end of the first quarter. Myah missed, I think, a wide open one there in the first quarter. So we just missed some bunnies, some real easy ones. And but I thought clean-wise, we played pretty clean tonight with one turnover in the first half. Again, I was proud of our defense. We held them to 24 points. Anytime you hold the team in the SEC to 24 points, I mean, you're doing something right. And I was really, I'm really, glad to see that, because it's not been our norm this year. So, but I think when you see us play, you're always watching two well-prepared teams and two teams that are really competitive. Kids that are, just really competitive people and competitive basketball players. So, and that's why you get the tough games that we play.
Steve.
Vic, Rickea seems to be looking for her shot a lot more. Is that a byproduct of her just being more comfortable, or is that more of the coach's directive trying to find her out there?
I'm going to say it's a directive, and I'm also going to say, though, that she's learning what the shot is that I want her to get, not to settle. And I do think she's obviously a whole lot more comfortable, playing now, and understands that she's got to do some things for us on offense. I just need her to rebound more. She got 2 rebounds tonight, and she knows that continues to be my challenge for her. But I need her to get to her spot, just like I need Jordan. Those 2 kids have got to do some things for us offensively every night to have a chance to win. And I thought Rickea, boy, but I think her teammates, when we start going and doing some of the things we do offensively, it all is predicated on what the 2 people before her handled, how they handled it and how they attacked. If they do their job, Rickea's going to come off and the waters are going to part, and she's going to get her look right there at 8 feet, 10 feet, 12 feet. And I like that. And so getting them to do their job, though, sometimes that's hard for people to understand their role. And, Zaria has a couple of turnovers tonight. She won't give it one more turn and realize if she'll make one more pass, we're going to be able to the waters are going to part, and we're going to get what we want. And so that it's just a work in progress right now for us. But I'm proud of Rickea in her shot selection. I like it when it goes in, but she gets a lot of good looks. She got to the line now 10 times tonight. That means she's attacking. She's not settling. She knows I don't want her to settle. I want her to attack, and I want Joe to attack. Everybody's got to have that mentality in our offense if we're going to be successful.
Go back to Ben.
Jess has been a couple of tough games and getting in foul trouble. You went out and played 30 minutes tonight and got back to a double-double. What was working for you tonight, and how good did it feel to kind of not have to worry about the fouls and get to stay out there the whole game?
Well, I don't think I played that well. I mean, I took bad shots, so I don't know. Just being out there, continue to play, not getting in my feelings about it, just continue to be there for my team, playing defense. I think that's what I was better at tonight. So.
Hello, Robbie.
Rickea, did you feel like the shot selection was better in the second half, or was it just a matter of you knocking down shots? What was kind of the difference in the first and the second? Coach mentioned 3 for 10 in the first half and 5 for 6 in the second.
Just a matter of me knocking it down. When I see my teammates keep giving me the ball and them having confidence in me, it just gives me confidence to keep shooting. So.
A lot of her shots the second half, Rob, were uncontested. There wasn't anybody close. That's a byproduct of the 2 people before her, what they're doing offensively to create that flow for her.
Go to Danny.
I noticed you had 2 blocked shots. Are you a shot blocker? Have you blocked that many in the past in a game?
Previously in high school, I was a shot blocker because I'm so tall. in college, you know, people are way more athletic, way more tall, but I just felt like I should start blocking more shots. Usually I just let them go up, but, you know, it's going to come.
Go to Tyler.
Vic, the last couple times that we've seen you, you mentioned the focus piece and your players locking in. Do you feel like you saw that tonight? You mentioned the forced turnovers and then not turning the ball over yourself. Was that a big indicator that you guys were locked in?
I think so, Tyler. Yeah, I you know, first quarter was such a, I mean, we couldn't get out of our own way. We missed shots. I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, sometimes you just got to sit over there and go, okay, they'll figure, you know, we're going to work our way out of this. You know, and I thought we did the second quarter, 23-10. And but yeah, I did. I thought we were much better today. If you'd have seen practice yesterday, you'd have seen what not being focused was all about. And yet today, this is our team. This is the youth of our team. One day we can be, again, before your day, lost in space was a program. Coach remembers it probably too, but we can be lost in space, and then the next day we're really locked in and doing a great job. And so I thought we were pretty locked in tonight. I thought our execution offensively in that second and third quarter was really good. But I thought we were, you know, defensively we weren't too bad tonight. So work in progress again. The challenge this week is that, you know, I'm always wanting to get better this time of year. I'm not one to stay status quo and go, well, you know, we're as good as we're going to be. This week, the challenge is going to be how much can we work, how hard can we work between these games to try to get better without leaving it in practice, so to speak. So, but I did think we were really focused tonight. I think it starts with our point guard. Thought Myah was really good. Thought she was locked in. She understood everything we were going to do, and I thought she was active. I thought she got her hands on a lot of basketballs tonight. She only she had 2 steals, but I bet she got her hands on 2 or 3 other balls. So,
I think we've talked plenty about depth this year, but you've had a couple of games now where whether it was Jess is in foul trouble or Joe didn't have it tonight, obviously it was hurt a little bit as well. But what does that tell you about your team, that you're going to be? You've had games that you've been able to pull out wins when, you know, maybe a player like Jess or Joe isn't having their best night.
Well, again, we're you know, in our last 5 games, we have like 6 players shooting 50% or more, 50% or better. And so, you know, you start thinking about offensive efficiency. Does that mean that if you put those kids on the floor, does that make you better offensively? And so, you know, I think it affects your chemistry, which can hinder your offensive efficiency. And so, you know, you have to, you know, I go over the numbers, I look at the stats all the time, I look at combinations in practice all the time. And that's why, you know, I come in here a lot and you guys are probably wondering, okay, this was a different lineup tonight, or this group played a lot more than this group. But just I'm always trying to make us better. And I do think our depth allows us, but it's having that consistency with the depth and substitution. You know, what I've always said, continuity through substitution. I thought Aaliyah came off tonight when she came into the game, and, you know, she was back to that coast mode. And you can't coast in the SEC. You're not getting by anybody. You're not getting a shot off at anybody. You have got to understand when the lights come on, there is a level and a speed of the game that if you're not at it, it's going to be hard for you. And so, again, we're still learning. I mean, it's just an everyday deal. We're still learning. We learn in practice every day. We're learning in ball games. We've just been able to learn in ball games, y'all, and find a way to win some nights when it hasn't been our best. And, you know, tonight's first quarter wasn't our best. But, man, that second quarter was really good. The third quarter wasn't too bad. And so, you know, again, if you close out the game 66-44, if you close out the game right, it doesn't end up 67-53, a 9-1 run or 8-1 run. And, you know, but it helps you get the attention of those that were on the floor. We'll have some good film to watch with them tomorrow.
Anything else? I thank you all.